you see in the... Welcome to the shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery, 'cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, what the fuck? And then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery.
Hello all. Sorry, I'm trying to eat a burger. I just got in the house like just short a bit ago from work. So I'm trying to eat my burger and like not choke while I'm talking to y'all. Hello, Dar Hatcher. How are you? Meow meow. Long time no see. Meow meow. My TV's crooked. I just realized that. Interesting. Anyway, figured I'd give everybody a minute. I think someone bumped the TV because it's like a little off kilter. Oh well. I don't know. My OCD might not like it. Anyway. Alright. Guess we'll get to the sharing screen part of things. Entire screen, just because it's just easier that way, really. I don't know why it's always down here. This is where I wanted to start at. Well, give it a second. Because it's such silliness. There's so much silliness happening in the world. Dangerous silliness. Alright. Where's my phone? I'm gonna use my phone to keep an eye on the chat. In case somebody, other people show up and I have to kind of keep track of it. So let me get my phone and get that going real quick. And then I'll try to be quick with all of this because so I can be heard properly. I am in front of the TV, which means I'm not on the couch and comfy. I'm sitting on a square plate type thing that's kind of not comfy. So let's see. That's weird. So, oh, since it's not, there we go. It was like, it was not letting me see my channel for a minute there. It's kind of freaking me out. There we go. Going down. Now I'm slow getting everything together. I'm rusty as shit. All right. Look, and the plate beeps as well. That's also part of the problem. I need a mouse pad for this thing. What in the hell? There. Like I can see it on the thing, but not there. All right. The kick tentacle sentient is in the chat. The kick, that I don't think I can pronounce that correctly. The kicks of okay. Anyway. All right, so Lebanese Prime Minister accuses Hezbollah chief of serving Israel ahead of talks. See, I wouldn't be surprised. As I think a lot of people are getting sacrificed. A lot of regular, everyday people are getting sacrificed in the name of absolute insanity that's going on. But I want to see why he's saying this. So let's go see. The Lebanese Prime Minister, Nawaf Salam, accused Hezbollah Secretary General Naim Qassem of serving Israel rather than Lebanon's sovereignty on Tuesday, turning around accusations that Hezbollah supporters have repeatedly directed at state officials engaged in talks to end the war with Jerusalem. The accusation came hours before the seventh round of U.S.-backed talks between Beirut and Jerusalem after Qassem accused Beirut of making free concessions to Israel, demanding it instead open the door to dialogue with the resistance. The truth, however, is that the greatest service rendered to Israel has been provided by those who unilaterally dragged Lebanon into absurd wartime adventure on the support front, giving Israel pretext to attack our country, violate its sovereignty, and destroy cities and villages and killing its residents and displacing thousands. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, because they've just, and they keep using Hezbollah or Hamas as an excuse to attack villages and people. And I'll show you in the next thing what's coming up to prove that. Anyway, so let's see. Iran-backed terror group first attacked Israel on October 8th, 2023, a day after its Hamas allies invaded southern Israel. Sorry. Invaded Israel and murdered 1,200 people. Actually, that was an old recount. It was not 1,200 people that Hamas killed. It was actually much lower. Even Israel has come out and admitted that they actually killed a lot of their own people. It's something called what do they call it? It's not the Samson option. That's something else. I think maybe it is the Samson option. No, I can't remember, but they have a thing where they take it very seriously. That if there is a chance that their people will be taken hostage, they'll just kill them instead. They'll just kill their own people before letting them be taken hostage. And I forget what it's called, but most of the people who died was that. That's actually what that was. Just to give you a little story on that. The fragile ceasefire took effect November of 2024 and was ended by Hezbollah in March of 2026 when it launched an attack in response to the killing. See, here's this. All right. It said the ceasefire, ceasefire took effect, was ended. Get this part, was ended by Hezbollah in March of 2026 when it launched an attack in response to the killing of their Islamic regime, Khamenei. So they didn't break the ceasefire. Israel broke the ceasefire by killing their Islamic leader. So Israel apparently can just do whatever it wants, but if someone retaliates, then it's breaking a ceasefire. But it says it right here. It was ended when Hezbollah launched an attack in response to the killing of the Islamic Khamenei. So, yeah. So it's funny how they kind of sneak that in. Salam said that the dialogue and unity can only be built through the courage to acknowledge the facts, however bitter they may be, and to take responsibility for the reckless voices who pay heavy prices in the Lebanon cities continue to pay. Those who monopolize the decision to go to war and still seek to seize the state's decision, tying Lebanon to external calculations and axes, while disregarding its interests of its own communities, as well as those of Lebanese as a whole, who are in no position to hand out certificates of patriotism, let alone sovereignty. So yeah, a lot of regular everyday people like you and me are caught in the middle of this shit. It's a fucking mess. But yeah, I do wonder if Hezbollah is kind of kissing ass. But here we go. So 14 hours ago, well, actually it's probably more than that now. A day ago, Hamas shifts convert organizational units activities to Turkey following Qatar crackdown. This is horseshit. And I know you're going to be like, well, of course you're going to say that, Maura. Of course I would. You know why? Because Israel's been looking for an excuse to attack Turkey. And I can prove it. So right here is Turkey Israel's next target. The date of that is September of 2025. Jerusalem Post, the 8th most dangerous front, how Turkey went from ally to strategic threat. December 22nd, 2025. So they have been looking for an excuse to attack Turkey so they can expand their reign. It's something called the Greater Israel Project. So when it says, oh, Hamas, yeah, sure, cry wolf some fucking more. Cry wolf some more. Because, yeah, they're like, oh, Hamas is doing stuff in Turkey now. So they can use it as an excuse. Because they're like, oh, there's Hamas under that hospital, so let's bomb the hospital. Oh, there's Hamas under that school. Let's bomb the school with all the kids. Now it's like, let's go after Turkey because Hamas. Oh my God, I'm so sick of seeing Hamas this, Hamas that. Like, come the fuck on. Wow. But yeah, as you can see, since at least last year, these are just 2 articles. There's plenty more going back all the way through 2025, 2024. They wanted to go after Turkey. They were looking for an excuse to do it. So they created one. So, yeah, that's just a little reference for you there. Anyway, so, next story. SpaceX rocket stage slams into the moon at 5,400 miles per hour. That sounds so fucking bizarre. And it's odd because also I'm told there's no footage of it. A detached portion of the SpaceX rocket collided with the moon on Wednesday morning. A NASA official confirmed with Fox News Digital. The impact was made by the 8,818-pound upper portion of the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket while traveling at the speeds of 5,400 miles per hour. The rocket stage is expected to create a crater about 60 feet wide and 12 feet deep to throw dust and rock outward as ejecta, I guess. I've never seen the word ejecta. But just for the sake of humor, I did my best to try to find a picture of this rocket crashing into the moon. This is the best I've got. It's some weird French movie from 1902, but I thought it would be funny. So there you go. That's the best footage of SpaceX I could find. Anywho. So next story. Apparently Kash Patel, the fucking twit that works at the FBI, FBI forges unprecedented law enforcement ties with China and Russia. That's fucking weird because aren't we supposed to be afraid of China and Russia? Aren't we supposed to be suspecting them of all kinds of things? Weird. Well, because I need a mouse pad. Part of a box doesn't get it done. Pentagon draws up new nuclear weapons strategy for war with Russia and China. And that's from, let me refresh it, a day ago. Let me refresh this. So both a day ago. So we're going to have some unprecedented law enforcement ties with China and Russia. But at the same time, we're drawing up like a nuclear weapons strategy for war with Russia and China. Fuck me, which one is it? Like, pick one. Fucking pick one. Actually, I do prefer not to have the nuclear war. But seriously, like, how are we both? How are we doing both exactly? Does this not sound fucking ridiculous to you? These humans are ridiculous, and I just can't. Anywho. Oh, I need a cigarette for the news. I know, right? All right. Okay, so because we know how YouTube is, I can't say this stuff out loud, but do not get this. Do not do this. Please don't do this. Because no. Fucking do not. Just don't. In fact, they're going to try and make all the quote-unquote regular ones this type of technology. Don't fucking do it. Just don't. Next story. At least 12 states report cyber attacks on water system possibly linked to Iran. Let me tell you something. Iran is not stupid. If Iran was going to fuck with something, it would probably be the water around Langley, Virginia, or Washington, D.C., where our politicians are. Not regular fucking everyday people. I feel confident that they would not do it. But something else might be happening and they might blame it on Iran. So I asked the internet, what could possibly be causing a problem with the water going on in Michigan, Minnesota, Georgia, New Jersey, and South Dakota? And I thought, well, what could it be? And then I thought, water infrastructure risk from data centers. I absolutely could fuck your shit up. And they don't want to admit that it might be the data centers causing the problems with the water. So let's blame Iran, right? At this point, I trust Iran more than my fucking government. I mean, gun to my head at that moment, yeah. I mean, I prefer neither. But to be fair, our country has fucked with so many people for so long. Including our own people. So I think those attacks on the water infrastructure, finger quotes, is actually the result of the fucking data centers fucking shit up. I'd bet on that before I'd bet on Iran on this one. But, yeah. And the last story. Israel reports troop deaths as Lebanon talks underway in Rome. Oh no. Oh, Israeli troops died. Where were they when that happened? Oh, that's right. They were in somebody else's fucking country when that happened. Don't you hate when that happens? Motherfucker. Israel reported on Thursday its first military fatalities in southern Lebanon in more than a month after carrying out fresh strikes despite ongoing U.S.-backed talks in Rome aimed at ending hostility. So, like, they're still carrying on attacking people and striking them. And then going, oh, some of our troops got killed. Well, no fucking shit. Anywho, the military identified 2 reservists who were killed in combat on Wednesday as Major Harel Bernstock, I guess, and Sergeant Major Tamir Vaknin. I'm really not trying to butcher their names. I just suck at the pronunciation. The deaths were the first Israeli fatalities reported since June. That's not bad. They better not be bitching and complaining. The Israeli strikes, accompanied by the first evacuation warnings in weeks, came as the United States led diplomacy between Israel and Lebanon and Rome aimed at putting an end to the hostilities, with Beirut seeking Israel's phased withdrawal from the south. They were supposed to leave a long time ago, and they're wanting to expand. If you don't believe me, all you gotta do, oh, meow, meow, hello there. My brain is shut off. Night breeze, that's it. I haven't seen it in a while. I'm like, fuck, what's the name? Night breeze, meow, meow, how are you? We've missed you around here. In response to the blatant violation of the ceasefire by Hezbollah, we saw that other article where they said that Hezbollah broke the ceasefire when they retaliated against Israel for killing Khamenei. I think it's wild. Like, they slipped that in there. It's like, then technically they didn't break the ceasefire. Technically Israel did when they killed Khamenei. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's wild. Yeah, these people are insane. They're all insane. And I'm still kind of at a loss of why we are dealing with talking about having some kind of law enforcement thing with China and Russia, and then we're told we're going to draw up nuclear strategy for it too. I don't. Our country is absolutely retarded. I mean, somebody's going to get mad at me for using that term. I don't mean mentally handicapped. I mean fucking retarded. Absolutely fucking retarded. Big difference. Trust me, there is. For people who are handicapped, there's hope. Dankers wants my burger. You do not want my burger, do you? Oh, he looks so upset at me. Oh my god. All right, Dankers. Here you go. I'll share a little piece of meat with you there, sweetie. It's hard to say no to him. Finer than a frog's hair. Ha ha! I missed you. I always love that little response. It's so cute. I'm glad at least your picture is the same. I would have been really confused on who you were otherwise. Anyway, so I kind of closed the thing down, didn't I? Well, don't get the new shots. Fight against data centers. And always cut down flock cameras when you find them, okay? That's about the best advice I can give everybody. Brett! Hello! I was just wrapping things up. I was trying to be as quick as I could. I realize now that, like, half the windows I had open were for references to prove my point about something and not necessarily for news. So, like, my bad on that. Although, I mean, I guess we could find something real quick. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. That's something to bitch about. Yeah, because now they've outsourced having Fauci and other people create something to kill us all. Now they're going to have the AI fucking do it. Awesome. I'm so fucking excited. Holy shit. You know what? That meteor isn't coming quick enough. It's really not. They're creating their problem and they're going to sell you the cure. Or the treatment, which is even better if they make more money out of you as a treatment and not a cure. I'm like 1,000% convinced that the government created AIDS to punish gay people and minorities. And knowing our government is such a piece of shit, you can't really change my mind on that. I mean, look what they did with the Tuskegee Airmen experiment with syphilis. Oh, and at one point they used radiation on orphan children to see how their bodies would handle it. I think they were putting it in their cereal. So, you know what? This fucking tracks. It really does. If you guys have not seen the movie Eagle Eye, let me encourage you to watch Eagle Eye. It's a good movie. It was the last time Shia LaBeouf wasn't weird. Close down a little of that, a little of that, a little of that. Bone! Hello, sweet dear Bone. You're a good cat. Eight countries stronger than that. Yeah. I fucking bet. I mean, I'm not a country, but count me in. Trump would. How the hell is Trump going to do that? I mean, almost every one of his wives were immigrants. Technically, Barron Trump is an anchor baby because Melania Trump did not become an official citizen until after Barron Trump had been born and been alive for a little while. So I'm just saying, and I don't have a problem with how she came over here. I just find the hypocrisy wild. That's all. That's all I was getting at on that one. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. That's not who I thought it was. I saw the Amal, and so I thought that was the Amal that George Clooney had married, but that's a different Amal. But I thought, shit, I thought they killed George Clooney's wife for a minute. I was like, holy fuck. I mean, I'm not really approving them killing anybody, but that would have been kind of wild. Trump says that Abdul El Sayed is a communist loser who hates Israel. So who is this guy? Let's go see. Is this oh yeah, he's a Senate candidate from Michigan. Okay. He's a nominee. So he apparently hates Israel and hates Jewish people. Yeah, I'm sure. He doesn't love Israel. He doesn't love the Jewish people. He hates them. Oh, wow. He hates them with the passion that burns in his heart. Wow. He's dramatic as shit. The 41-year-old candidate was said to have condemned anti-Semitism and claimed that criticism of Israel's activities in Gaza and its presence in the West Bank should not equate to anti-Semitism. Correct. Because it would be like me saying, I hate the stupid stuff our government does, and someone going, well, you're just not American. You hate America. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. I can argue and disagree with what our government does. It doesn't mean I hate the country. So it doesn't mean he hates Jewish people simply because what a government is doing. So Trump needs to shut the fuck up, honestly. The embarrassment just gets worse and worse. I really did hope Trump was going to be good. I really did. Because, I mean, I didn't hope Trump would do bad. Because to hope your president does bad means you hope your country does bad. I didn't want that. I really didn't. I feel like I need to repeat that. I did not want that to happen. It's unfortunately the case, though. UK fights back as Argentina tries to drag Israel into the Falklands. Wait, I'm confused. Usually Israel's trying to drag us into something, not someone else trying to drag Israel into it. Huh. You know what? Fuck it. Let's look at it real quick. I'm a little curious. Man, that looks like an old-ass picture. Oh, yeah, 1982. Oh, that'll do it. Britain's ambassador to Israel has defended the UK's sovereignty over the Falkland Islands after Argentina's foreign minister claimed that the Jerusalem Post that they were Argentine. Simon Waters accused Pablo Corono of spreading historical falsehoods. Mr. Corono asserted that the islands belong to his country by history, by right, and by conviction. Appeared to be the latest attempt to persuade the Israeli lobby, persuade Israel to lobby on the U.S. on Argentina's behalf. You know what? I see where they're going with this. Because they used to have it a long time ago, so they're hoping they can get it back by, I don't know, maybe if they tell everybody that God promised that to them, maybe they'll get it. But, you know. 1833, Argentine military garrison had been sent to the Falkland Islands 3 months earlier to impose Argentina's sovereignty. Was expelled by the British forces. No civilian population was expelled. Not Margaret Thatcher. I feel like that's Margaret Thatcher. Yep. Fuck Margaret Thatcher. Sorry. The Falkland Islands are British, and self-determination lies with the islanders, Mr. Walters, a fluent Arabic and Hebrew speaker. Huh. Wait, I just don't know. Like, everybody can just... I mean, I don't mean to sound mean, but maybe everybody should just go home and just, like, let's start over. The English can go back to England and leave everybody else, including Northern Ireland, alone. If I have to, I can go back to Ireland and Scotland, and I'll leave America alone. Like, everybody just go back to where they're fucking from. Let's just start this all over again. Send Israelis back to Eastern Europe. Send them back to Poland and whatnot. And let's just try this all over again. Let's try again. Anyway, but honestly, we'll just go all day going crazy at the headlines. I do need to do this more often, but I just been kind of meh, I guess. I'm barely able to get myself to do it once a month. I'm just like, I should do it more. I think it's because it's partially hot, and the news is so ridiculous, it's overwhelming. I think that's part of my problem. So maybe I'll just get my spark and my fire back somehow. But I do love y'all so much, and I appreciate you coming by and listening to me bitch complain about stuff. That was great. I appreciate you, because even if y'all don't always agree with me, although Brett, I think, generally does agree with me, but even if y'all don't agree, you'll still at least come by, check out the headlines, at least know what, see what's going on in the world, even if you don't like my take on it, yeah. Alright, so hugs to Darth Hasher, hugs to Night Breeze. It's weird to see a name that's not Night Breeze on here. Lots of hugs to Brett, our favorite little Florida kitty Bone. I'm glad you came by. I'm guessing you must not be. Are you subscribed to Raquel's channel? Because if I'm on, it's usually on her channel. I'm very rarely on mine anymore. Yeah. But I appreciate y'all. Let me see real quick. I do have Raquel's thing. So let me just in case you're not subscribed to Raquel Kitty Night Breeze, that you can, because like I said, usually, I'll usually scroll through the shorts or what. Okay, because when you do come by, you usually do kind of catch me, but it's very rare. And then usually, if you do want to say hi to me, like it would be easier probably on Raquel's channel because like she does hangouts. That thing is beeping and driving me crazy. But usually, if I'm on, it'll be on her channel. I need to do more on mine. I know. Wait, weren't we gonna watch a movie? I feel like we talked about doing a movie. I don't remember. Oh, we saw Odyssey, so we got that out of the way. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I guess, maybe then. I mean, it's not in theaters, but I mean, it's new. Uh, Masters of the Universe. Simon Says looks kind of fun. Eh. Eh. Yeah, we'll have to figure out something. 'Cause, what's next? I don't know. Oh, try to highlight it. I don't have a mouse. Well, I do have a mouse, but I don't have a mouse pad, so it's kind of fun. Anyway, I don't know. I will look up and see what's in playing in theaters right now because, like, sometimes these websites they don't show you the newest stuff. They show you like a mix of it. I might have to actually type it in to find it, like I did with Odyssey. Maybe this time I'll spell it right. Anyway, but I'll try to find us something fun to watch. I can barely wait for Highlander, and I have to admit that I have never in my life said I can't wait for a Highlander movie. That's new for me, but I mean Henry Cavill can make me say it absolutely. So hopefully we'll have a chance to do that. That would be fun. So, anywho, I guess I'll go. What am I doing? All right. Yeah, it was all right. It was long, and my ADHD was kicking off, so I kept kind of get up and move around. And then, like, because I planned it awkwardly, like I have to almost half the time I was on Raquel's channel because and I was trying to babysit the movie for y'all while being on her channel because hey, that's one thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. I'm trying to get our little song, and I'm having trouble making a little song thing. Okay, there we go. So, all right. Gotta play a theme song.
To the ship show every single day. A new flavor of fuckery, 'cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, hey, what the fuck? And then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balderdash